Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we are live on our YouTube channels,
Yes.
Transparency and Merit, Inflammatory Talk, our X channels, Mr. Midnight Movie, um, Walk Against the Woke, and also another Transparency and Merit YouTube channel, X channel. So we have an X channel and a YouTube channel of transparency.
Wow, man, that's a lot of output.
Yes.
And it seems to be working. I'm glad that you people are here so far. My name's JP. I'm here with Brian. Brian, what was the topic for tonight?
Self-preservation and preservation of well-being.
Yes.
The definition.
I will just say before you get to the definition, I like the idea of self-preservation because it happens everywhere in nature, and it's a interesting concept. But go ahead.
Yes. Well, the definition of self-preservation refers to the instincts or behavior that drives organisms, including humans, to avoid harm or death and to protect themselves from danger. It's a fundamental biological drive for survival. Biological basis, at its core, self-preservation is rooted in evolutionary biology. Organisms that effectively avoid danger are more likely to survive and reproduce, passing on their genes. Includes reflexes, fear response, and a range of behaviors designed to protect oneself. Any thought on that, Joey?
Not yet. Keep going.
All right. Well, these psychological aspects of self-preservation can manifest itself as risk aversion, the flight or fight response, and seeking safety and security. It influences decisions that prioritize personal safety over other considerations. Thoughts, Joey? Or do you want me to continue going?
No, I think you could keep going. I'll chime in on this next one.
Yeah, by nature, we all and I'll add my own into this. By nature, we all have a safety mechanism within our nature, and sometimes, and today, I am seeing certain people go against our well-being and our nature.
Yes.
And examples are self-defense, seeking shelter or medical help when injured, avoiding potential harmful situations. And avoiding potential harmful situations is key. A lot of times when people are younger, they have the urge or the fantasy to defend themselves and, get into what is, they have a movie hero thing, a movie hero worship in their mind, and they sometimes seek danger, which can have devastating consequences to their life, whether they hurt somebody, whether they get hurt or hurt somebody. So, and Joey, you chime in at any time as I'm reading preservation, and the next one is the preservation of well-being. Definition: preservation of well being goes beyond mere survival, encompasses maintaining or enhancing one's physical, emotional, mental, and social health. It involves protective steps towards not just avoiding harm, but also actively promoting health and happiness.
Health and happiness.
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, nothing really stands out there other than that you do see this almost everywhere in nature. Um, things eh, there's so many different ways that things defend and fend for themselves. It's pretty amazing, and a lot of it is instinctual. That fight or flight mode is quite an interesting thing. You don't want to make heavy decisions when you're working in fight or flight, but it will save your ass in a time of need for sure.
You know, I also want to mention we're living in modern society.
Hmm.
When we were primitive, food was not as abundant. And for me and people like me, we have had bad health conditions because of the access to food and eating. Diabetes, high blood pressure, uh, a lot of health problems are in the first world, and then that also, when you're overweight or unhealthy, it also affects your mating life and the prospects for because people want to mate with people that are healthy, and when you are obese or overweight, you just simply look less healthy.
I don't think that's true. As Kenny Rogers once stated, "There's someone for everyone."
That is true. Well, I don't know. You know what I want to say? I don't know how true that is, but I mean, there is someone. But your options, you lessen your options, the less healthy you are.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, well, things happen that influence um, desirability and whatnot. So you know, there's a lot of factors, and um, yeah, sometimes people just don't. Um, they lose. I think they lose touch with maybe what's important. Um, it's kind of natural.
definition. Uh, okay,
Yeah,
so holistic approach. This concept includes self-care practices, mental health maintenance, building supportive relationships, engaging in fulfilling activities, and ensuring one environment for support overall health.
I've got to say, welcome to the show. There's some listeners here. Make yourselves
Yes, there are.
comfortable, and yeah, make yourselves comfortable, and leave comments. We don't really get enough comments. And I don't always agree with Brian. Brian doesn't agree with me always. Um, so right now things are pretty calm. There's not much to when you're talking about irreducible truth, foundational truth. You can find it in something like self-preservation. It's I like the saying. Actually, I've been working on some AI images, but I really like the saying that uh, the brain can be programmed and the heart cannot. And some things hit in a way that triggers fight or flight response. And anyways, I don't know where I was going with that, but guess you
Yeah.
could take it there.
So the components of physical well-being, regular exercise,
Hmm.
nutrition, diet, adequate sleep, and medical checkups. Mental, you know, and I don't do that as often as I should. Mental well-being, stress management, mindfulness or meditation therapy, or counseling, and cognitive activities. Cognitive activities, Joey, that would involve like a game of chess, a card game, playing bridge or something of
Right.
that nature. Now, I have noticed, by the way,
Okay.
um, a lot of older people play bridge. My grandparents played bridge. My parents did not. There are quite. I mean, have you ever heard of like bridge clubs and things like that, Joey, amongst the
I
elderly?
I, I think that's maybe a even a pre-silent generation kind of of game. So
Yeah.
like, so like my that's something my grandmother would have probably been into.
I have to be honest here. I think there is a few older baby boomer. I mean, it's right now
Right.
the majority of the people playing it are members of the silent generation and a
Hmm.
few older baby boomers. But once
Yes.
they are gone, uh, that will be.
I think it'll be a part of history.
Have you ever played Bridge, Joey?
No, but I've seen its decline. I remember when I was younger, um, and maybe some of the older people were still, alive in my life, and they all played bridge. That was like very common for older people. Now it's I hear about it much less. Mahjong is another one. There's a lot of mahjong.
Now, is that an Asian game, Joey?
It sounds like it.
I'll have to
I
look.
don't know. I've never played it, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely an Asian game. But
I think we might have to look into playing some bridge. Maybe that is something of mental well-being and mental health. Maybe we'll even do a show on bridge because
bridge,
that
bingo. Hey
thing,
man, get your bingo wings out. It's
Joey,
time.
Joey, I have played bingo, but I've never played bridge, and you said you haven't either. So I think I'm going to grok the term bridge. Um,
It's a good word. Bridge.
Emotional well-being, expressing emotions, healthy, cultivating positive relationships, and emotional intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So, expressing emotions is okay. I think that there is a need
How about
for
how about if we how about if we define it also? So
expressing emotions.
no, just bridge. So bridge is a structure carrying a pathway or roadway over a depression or obstacle, such as a river, a time, place, or means of connection or transition. Um, let's see, where's the game?
I'm gorking the word bridge right now.
Oh
Bridge
boy, yeah.
is, bridge is a trick-taking card game that is played by four players in two competing partnerships. Here's a consensus. The objective, the primary goal is to earn points by taking tricks.
Oh, that silent generation.
Grandpa, what are you doing?
Getting
With the
tricks.
ultimate aim of reaching a certain score threshold or avoiding penalties. Don't get caught by the cops when you're getting tricks.
Right.
I think Daddy may have played this game too. Unfortunately, he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Okay. players four. Four players divided into two partnerships. Deck standard 50 standard 52 card deck. Deal 13 cards are dealt to each player. Game one, bidding players did turn to decide the contract, which includes the number of tricks over six that the partnership aims to take, and the trump. Yeah, you're playing me. But okay, so we've got that. Let's go back to. Uh, let's see, where were we? Social well-being, strong community ties, support networks, and social activities that connect and belonging. Physical
Right.
and physical and ethical dimensions. This concept also touches on philosophical ideas about the good life. And now this word I have not heard before, Joey. Let me see here.
Okay. Let's hear it. What word is it?
I'm gonna put this word in the chat room, and I wonder if you know what that word means because I was gonna grok it,
Oh, let's
but
see.
before I grok it,
Grocket.
let's see if you know what this word means, Joey.
All right. Where? Let me know where you type it. Is it on?
You
On.
are the college educated person, and I went to school.
Oh.
Bert,
Oh
Bert.
wow. Oh my God. Udi. Udi. Eudaimonia. Jeez.
I'm gonna grok that word, by the way. Let me
Eudaimonia.
grok eudaimonia. I think we're gonna do that. Might be the name of our next movie, eudaimonia.
You might have to make an AI song with that word.
You know what? That Joey is a plan.
Yes. What does it mean? I don't. We don't know yet.
Oh, hold on a second. I'm going. I'm right now. I am going into where the hell is that? Where's my? Is it not even here anymore? Oh, my Suno. I'm going into Suno right now. Hopefully. Oh God darn it, Joey! Your
Judo.
inspiration has
Judo.
taken
Yeah. Go ahead.
it has taken me like it. It's now. I might have to. I might have to leave and come back in just
Why?
because it's the thing. The hourglass is running because I when I went to Suno, the
Oh,
hourglass
gotcha.
started running. So I might have to come back in. So do you mind taking over the show for me while I?
Not at all. Go for it. Do a little bit of house cleaning. So while Brian's away, by the way, welcome to the show. I know there's a handful of people listening. I don't even know if that's from Twitter or YouTube, but welcome to the show. And eudaimonia, good spirit, and which commonly translates as happiness or welfare. Hmm. Hmm. Commonly translated as happiness or welfare. I'll have to think about that one. Let's see where Brian wants to take this. I was pretty glad to talk about self preservation, but I think we kind of covered that part of it. No, I don't know if any, I don't see any comments or thoughts on that yet, but if you do have any comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section, wherever that is, wherever you're watching us. We definitely will need input from listeners over time. So, and I don't know. I don't know what else Brian wanted to get into. Self-preservation and the preservation of well-being. You know, keep yourselves happy, I guess, is the message. And and in times of need, you'll find a way to make things good. All right. I'm not sure if Brian is returning, and I would like to invite everybody to check out my. I do a little finance show here on Transparency Merit. It's been a little while since I've done it, but it's called High Finance, and I just talk about uh, some the ultimate basics of finance, and it's more of a exploration. It's not really news or anything like that. But I will be doing some more segments with that pretty shortly. We also have a Walk Woke Twitter feed, and we're going to be doing some more with Walk Woke. Um, we actually have some public uh, plans to do things in public, I should say. So I'm looking forward to that. Last time Brian and I went out and did a Walk Woke walk, we actually had a lot of success. We had some nice conversations, and I think Brian is back. Let's see here. All right, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, all
Yes,
right.
yes, I am.
I'm glad you're back. I was stumbling a little bit there. Um, I didn't know where to take the show. I have to admit, but I think we pulled through. But anything else to add on self-preservation and preservation of well-being?
Let's go back to. I'm going back to Twitter on my Gwark that I was reading
Oh,
on the self-preservation
it
of
put
the.
me in a trance. I was like, once you left, I was like, oh, I don't have a grok to read, but
Did,
I was liking it.
yeah, did the whole thing kind of
Yeah,
put you into a trance?
it did. It did. Took me away. All right. So did you have
All
to
right. So,
reboot? Is that
yeah,
what
I had to
happened?
reboot,
Yeah, all right.
and it yeah.
All right. Let's
All right,
get
I'm here.
going.
I'm here. The mindfulness altruism connection. Yeah, it's not. You know what? It's. Let me see here. It's not going. Shoot. Go back here. See if history. There we go. Let me see here. I'm just looking at things of the well-being and the. The best thing about well-being and how to maintain a level of well-being. I was looking for that. Gosh, let me see. Did I? Let me see here. It won't even let me paste it. I'm trying to do the history of it, and it's not allowing me to do that. It's really kind of frustrating that I look up a history of something and let's see, it's through August. Yeah, it lost my whole September. Let me see. I'm just October 3rd. I'm just looking at. Here we go. Today. Yeah, God darn it! It lost what I was looking for. It's
I don't know.
unfortunate.
You're putting me to sleep, but
I'm
I
sorry.
wasn't doing much. No, I'm kidding. I really wasn't doing much better. So
Yeah.
let's
So,
maybe we could try to wrap it up.
yeah, it's unfortunate that we kind of lost what we were looking for. I think it was interesting,
Hmm.
and maybe I'll find it.
Do you want to run it again? It's just a grok, right?
Yeah, it's just a grok, but I'm trying to look for the history
Mm.
because it goes to different things, and it's not. Let's see here, history, and
Man, I
today.
miss this. This is when I miss Dennis. He could really fill in the
Oh
gaps.
yeah, he sure could. Oh, you know what? I got it right here. Self-preservation,
Okay.
well-being.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Go ahead.
I'm just here grinding again. And Joey, you don't have your thing doesn't have grok, does it?
It does. I can log in as transparency and merit. So I should be doing it a little more. Um, I kind of got sick of Suno, and
Yeah.
so I was taking a break from it. But I think I'm gonna get into doing a little bit more of that.
Now, what do you think of setting social boundaries?
Setting social boundaries. I personally do that. I try to establish them, but I've found out that boundaries are useless at times. So um, and it could backfire. Sometimes you can kind of seem um, stuffy or kind of, I don't know. It seems kind of almost out of fashion to do that. But
So, what about let's see, financial stability, budget and saving, ensuring financial security can reduce
yes,
stress, providing a foundation for other aspects. And this is where it's gotten difficult because the pandemic has, in my opinion, thrown things into a real harsh world.
huh? All right, I'll accept that. It is pretty harsh at times.
And you know what, Joey? With that being said, I want to end this on a good note because we were going so well. Let's call it a day
Yes,
since I got, yeah. Hey, guys, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. We started off strong. We didn't end that way, unfortunately.
yeah, we
Beautiful.
had a few bumps,
Yeah,
few bumps, but um, I think we'll bounce back and go for it tomorrow. We've
absolutely.
been we've been doing shows pretty regularly, so make sure to join us. Make sure you like us or subscribe and join us again. Make sure, if you can, to leave a comment. We appreciate those a lot. And Brian, do you have anything to add?
Actually, I was going to see if I could, if I was going to get that word eudaimonia, but I can't copy and paste it. I can't copy and paste. Eudaimonia. I wanted to play that as a song, but you know what? We'll do that something later. All right, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Thank you for listening.
Yes.